How we starting off, huh?
That's how we're starting off, which we are recording. So anything you've said up to this point can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Oh, it's official now.
Oh,
Well, kind of. We
What are
do
the
edit.
boundaries?
let's not do this early anymore.
Well, this is on you, Bubba. You're the one that was like, I gotta go out and get
Yeah,
my.
no, I had a massage that I usually get on Thursdays, but my wife needed something, so we switched it to today at 9, and I'm like,
First thing, you cannot tell a comedian that you had a massage this morning because
why
you could
not?
watch the wheels in his head. He's like,
You ask any athlete, and if they tell you don't, especially any professional, if they tell you they don't get massages, then they're
No
lying.
lie. Oh, bro, I would.
I get one
I
once a
do
week.
actually,
Once a week, you got to.
especially on my anniversary.
oh, come on!
We're not talking about happy ending ones.
Oh, my bad. Me neither.
Do you have like a specific person you've had for a while?
So it depends. Like everywhere I've played at, some team, like when I was in Miami, they have like 3 or 4 masseuses who come to the facility, and they're there for you. So I just used to go once a week. But here we have a lady we go to. So I've always had everywhere I've been at. I've always had somebody that I use. So I need to get a chiropractor too because
I need to be getting more massages.
it's good for you. I
It
mean,
really is.
stretching all that stuff.
I've had like 3 in my life, but they were like one of the chain massage parlors. I need one of them like hole in the wall spots where like this dude from Russia walks in with like a jackhammer or something. Because I went
Man,
to I
you
went
know,
to Massage Envy and I walked out of there just mad. Just walked
yeah.
out there mad. I'm
A
like,
lot, it's a lot of places like you need to go somewhere where it's like a sports massage or it's like, but
yeah, like a
you gotta
deep.
get used because sometimes it like those kind of massages don't fit. Those are ones like you're on the table, you're like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
um,
that's what I need. It felt like that girl was tickling me.
yeah. I don't like those. Like I don't like when you're just like, there you.
I don't know if we can use this, but I will tell you a massage story that will make you laugh. So I I I worked at a place where I'd have to live in El Paso, Texas for like 4 months at a time, and I was really super stressed out, so I went to like a massage place and this girl walked in
Yes,
Oh
like
sign
yeah,
me up.
this. Her
Sign me up.
did it
fingers
scare you?
just jacked and her fingers were like weightlifter thick fingers I call them, which is like, you know what I'm talking about, where like their
Yeah,
hands
like
are
a
thick.
hawk.
Yeah.
Talons.
And she's like, and I was hurting bad. She's like, so how deep tissue do you want? Well, like when a girl that looks like this asks you how deep tissue you want, you don't want to be like a baby and look like a sissy. So I was
Fight
like,
me.
as hard
Fight
as you
me.
can do it, brother.
Oh no,
We
yeah,
got 10 minutes into it and I've got tears running down my face and I'm laying flat down and I am trying everything in my power not to like go,
Keep it
well, because they're gonna
competitive.
use like when you say that, that means okay, like that means okay, I can use my elbow, I can use my forearm, all that stuff. So you gotta be
she got into the back of my thigh with her elbow
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm going to throw up. I'm
If you're
hurting.
thinking, I mean, if you're thinking it's gonna be all hands, like just thumbs and fingers, it's like okay, yeah. But once they start using the elbows, it's
You
I
could
woke
really tweak this to make it sound very disgusting. Like Justin is into some weird stuff. Once they get away from fingers and start getting into elbows,
stick those
that's when
fingers
you know
on.
you're in trouble. I want to turn around and see this person jumping off a ladder like WWE and just right into my back. Use your knees. Like that's what I need.
I woke up that next morning and I had bruises like all
Yeah.
over my shoulders and my back.
Did you end up feeling better though? Eventually,
Yeah, you got to give. The problem is you got to give it like 3 days.
Yeah, you had to wait for that full body cast to break itself off.
well, it's because you just did too. You did too heavy for like you gotta work your way up to.
Well, then they use words like she's like, you just got a lot of fascia built up, and I'm like, I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
what fascia is, but it hurts.
Ma'am, are you calling me junkie?
Like I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like the membrane between your muscle and your skin, I think, and it gets tight, and that's what makes everything hurt. I
Mm,
think I don't
it's the
don't
fascia.
WebMD me on that because I don't know. I'm guessing.
It's the
Get a
fascia.
doctor on the show one time and be like, explain fascia, please.
Oh, can we please do this? I feel like I know a chiropractor. I'm sure. Let's just get one of everybody on this show. Like any question that pops up during the podcast, the next podcast, we have
We
it
have somebody.
answered by that professional.
Yeah, we need a.
I think
We'd
that's
be
not a
the
bad.
only podcast in America doing that because podcasts, people just say the most wild whatever. They're just like throw it
I
out
love it.
there.
You got to.
It's like it's the truth. Hey, you saw it
Uh,
on. So we said it. It means it's true.
Ah, man, this was
all
the
right. Well, Craig's
intro.
late. We're going to leave this in. If Craig shows up, then everybody will get to give
We're
Craig
gonna
some
do a
credit.
slow. Oh, look who it is.
Look at he showed up.
Wow.
All right. Welcome to the Water Boys group chat. A lot of things to get to today. And so let's start with this. And I hope everyone's got a great sense of humor. But I decided to, because we have a couple of guys on the podcast from Texas. I was technically born there. I saw a video the other day of somebody that put up the top 10 high school team mascots in the state of Texas. All right.
Whoa.
Okay.
We're just going to go through these. I just
Yeah.
want
It's
everyone's
going to be
reaction.
barbaric. I already know.
Let me see these.
Texas doesn't care.
Now, one of these is so far out of bounds. It's 2024, and you think, I didn't know these places were still around. But first up, we have the Mesquite Skeeters.
Ain't no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Mesquite.
The Mesquite Skeeters.
Maybe
When you
because
were
they
playing
should say
football
like
in high
that.
school, Justin, does this strike fear into the
I mean,
heart
I
of
don't
your
know.
local rival?
He's pretty jacked though. I mean, look at those arms. He's got 6 of them. So
Oh, they don't think we're coming. We're coming quick. Here come the skaters. We skating all over this team.
yeah, I wonder what
Skeet,
they're
skeet,
like.
mother.
What was their slogan like?
Oh, skeet, skeet, mother.
Yeah,
Their
All right.
mascot was Little John. Oh, no.
the the
These are made up. Please tell me these are made up.
the Brazo Sport Exporters.
are they like near the border?
I'm hoping.
Man.
I hope they're
Wow.
not like in the middle of the state somewhere, but no.
Is this who played in The Longest Yard?
That's what it looks
Is that
like.
like an
Is this
actual
who
helmet?
Adam Sandler played for?
This is an actual helmet from their website.
Oh wow, that's very plain.
Well, they're the exporters. I don't know the bar set real high.
It's so plain, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's an anchor. Whoa. Whoa.
They could have.
Man.
Now,
Is that
this
no, is
is
that cotton?
Robstown Cotton Pickers. Now it's 2024, people.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I could have went to that school.
What? What do you?
Oh my gosh.
Here come all the cotton pickers. Oh,
Okay.
Yikes. They
The
don't even
guy
have
on the you
they
could
don't
hear the
even have
guy
a
on the
track.
PA.
it must be a very small town.
Oh, I would hope so.
Let's see.
I would hope so. Because the PA announcer, welcome to the Robstown Cotton Pickers, and everyone's ringing the cowbells. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
I'm hoping that there's something more historical significance, but I didn't want to do any more research than that because
There's 10,000 people in Robstown.
that's not a small town.
Yeah, no. And there's a NASCAR track probably right dead center of it. The
cotton pickers. Wow.
crabs.
Crabs.
Calhoun sand crabs.
That one's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not worse than the cotton pickers. So
Man, every time we go play Calhoun, I leave there itching. I don't understand. Man, that's not terrible. The sand crabs. Okay.
is that what it is? The sand crab?
The
Yeah.
sand crabs.
Sand crabs.
It could be worse. You could play for the Cairo Gobblers.
Gobblers, huh?
Is that just
It's a
wait?
turkey.
That isn't that like the Cincinnati's logo, the Chicago logo? Isn't that why
Yeah,
do
it's
so
like,
many people have that same C?
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I guess, but all the teams are broken. So I don't
Like in
understand
my head though, it just looks weird because I like the C. Like I think of,
all those teams.
yeah.
And then it's just extremely green with a very buff turkey.
They,
Very
they need
buff.
they need some more shades somewhere. It's like very flat. Just
Yeah.
the gobblers.
They got to
Yeah.
work on this.
Competition, huh? Okay.
Here's what you can't do. You can't put a bunch of teenage boys out on a football field with the name Gobblers and not expect the trash talk to be
Oh,
epic from
for
one
sure.
side to the other.
I mean, I'm sure their rival team has like lots to say about them.
It's the cotton pickers. Man, that's wild. Yeah, come on, Texas. We're better than this.
The blowers.
The Winter's Blizzards
Oh, okay.
It's
and
90 degrees from January to December here. Who is this? Where is this located?
They're
I,
they're they're bringing in the chill, I guess.
and I didn't pull a picture of it up because I didn't know how inappropriate that would get, but their mascot is a giant inflatable like
Tornado.
that with his lips locked in this position
For real.
the whole time. So whoever's
Uh, y'all ready to play? We're
I
about to get blown.
I imagine when they come up with stuff, they're just like, "Y'all, I got it. This is the one right here. This is," and everybody else is like, "Oh yes, you did it. This is."
That's good. That's good. I feel like all of these teams, it was like the day before. Maybe they have the students pick them or something, but it's like
Nah,
the
this
day before it was due. Everybody was like, "Oh crap! Just pull up, pull up Adobe. Here's a tornado. State of Texas. We're the blowers. We're the blizzards." Well, I
it's
don't
funny.
understand.
It's funny though because I can't even really talk bad about people's mascots because my college mascot was the our name was a little weird. So we'll get to it after we go through all these though.
all right, we'll put that in the honorable mentions. So just
Where'd they
get
get this
ready.
picture of me?
The Hamlin Pied Pipers.
The Pied Pipers. That is, I don't think I've ever heard of a pie.
I'll
The
tell you
Pied
what.
Piper.
I love Texas for this reason. They make sure they know. We're gonna put that Texas logo in there. You're gonna know where we from. Texas.
I thought that
Texas.
was Robin Hood or something at first.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
I was like the
But
Archers. That would have been cool.
the Pod Pipers.
The New Braunfels Unicorns. Now, I want to give them a shout out because they have attempted to make this unicorn as manly and formidable looking as possible.
That's the one thing you do. It doesn't matter what your mascot is, as long as it has muscles, it's
You're
fine.
good.
You
Like we just looked at Robin Hood with
just gotta be
a
jacked.
he had a Krispy Kreme hat on, and we're like, oh man, he's strong. Like
Yeah,
that's
as long as he looks jacked, then it's like, okay, this dude's been working out.
I will say New Braunfels has the best Buc-ee's in the state of Texas.
Agreed.
I've
It's
never been to a Buc-ee's.
oh, you're missing out, dog.
There's
You are
one coming to
missing out.
Arizona, so maybe I'll get
You
a
need to
chance.
be there opening day ribbon cutting. I'm
Buc-ee's.
telling you.
It's a gas station, ain't it?
It
Sort
has
of.
some of the. They have fresh cut brisket every hour on the hour, and they have some of the best food. You can buy like a lawnmower, a T-shirt, and a pulled pork sandwich,
But I
and
don't.
get gas all
I'll
in
never
10 minutes.
use it though. Why? I don't need that.
You
Yeah,
do, though.
I'm just saying you got options.
Oh, okay.
You got options.
Always nice to have options.
All
Oh,
right.
the hippos.
The Hutto Hippos.
You might have to cut this out. What do the cheerleaders look like?
Fun fact though, hippos
Cut
are
that. Cut it. Cut it.
hippos are very dangerous. So
They are.
they're like the number one killer of people in Africa. So
Yes, and they will. They can
yeah.
swim up to 40 miles per hour.
Wow, really? I didn't know they go
Yes.
that fast.
And I guarantee you, everyone that goes to that school knows every fact about hippos because you're having to constantly feel like you're justifying your team mascot.
See, like you
Yeah.
can't put muscles on a hippo. Like they just
They don't need
No.
them.
No, this is it. They don't need it. They don't need your help. They're dangerous enough.
What's their mascot look like? Is it like an actual hippo, or is it like
So they have
a humanoid hippo, or what's going on?
right outside the school is what just looks like an eighth grader made a clay figure of a hippo, and it says Hutto Hippos like right on the side.
They do like the Longhorns. They bring out a hippo on some chains.
Nah, that would be a problem. Unless it's like a baby hippo. I don't. Yeah,
That would be nice.
yeah.
That's
Baby
not
hippos are cute.
intimidating.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
baby hippos are cute. They're like a little
yeah.
wet
They don't want to murder you.
looking.
Number one, the Randolph Rohawks. Here's what I love about this is
This is
they were
like
like
something you make in
Hawks is not enough. We want a hawk
on a rocket,
mixed with a rocket.
holding a lightning bolt.
Holding a lightning bolt. This is America, baby. This is America. God bless Texas.
It's like when you're messing with, you know how you're messing with like those little 3D.
Photoshop.
Yeah, like you get Photoshop and you're trying to mess with all the little icons. You're like, oh, I'm gonna drag this here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. They started off with the rocket because that's underneath. So I don't even know.
It's all off center too. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bothering me how off centered this is. Now that might have been Aaron's fault with the placement, but from what I see here,
Yeah, the eagle needs to be a little to the left.
it all just needs to be redone.
It's not good. And I'll just tell you, sometimes it's hard to find great looking logos from these schools online.
Yeah.
Oh, so you remade this one?
No, this was the only one I could find that wasn't the size of a Facebook profile
There's
picture.
potential here though. You could have an eagle riding in the cockpit of a rocket
with like lightning bolts.
Yeah, maybe the lightning. Maybe we scratch that and maybe we crop that entirely. That lightning bolt.
But it's got to be a humanoid eagle with buff
Yeah,
arms. You got to have one big buff arm hanging out.
yeah. You got to make the eagle buff. Make the rocket buff as well. And while we're at it, throw some muscles and some veins on that lightning bolt. We're gonna work with this one.
Honorable mentions: the Farmville Fighting Farmers,
Is that a zebra?
the Grandview Zebras, and the Springtown Porcupines.
Is that a buff porcupine I see?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It looks like something off Lord of the Rings is what it looks like, but the zebras, I love how they were like, we kind of want the Denver Bronco logo, but not.
Yeah, because that's not a zebra. I mean, it might just be a buff zebra.
Yeah. I know he got strong jaw muscles. I can see it.
Yeah, you can tell that zebra been working. The buff porcupine is crazy. That's some Ninja Turtles.
That's the key.
Stuff.
Whatever it is, just add muscles to it. As long as it's got muscles, it's intimidating.
Y'all, we put that together pretty well too. We found out quick. If you just put muscles on it, you can be a team in Texas.
Well, and low key, Fighting Farmers might be the most intimidating mascot on this list.
Oh, you know they got some people that hit and they don't care about penalties. Them farmers, they're just there to work, man. I wouldn't want to play them. What's their record?
That nobody knows.
They're 84-0. They've been winning since 1997.
The farm boy strength just means something completely different down there.
Oh, for sure.
The opposing team goes to kick a field goal. They just go over and pick up the field goal and move it so they miss. I don't understand. This is crazy.
All right, Justin, you got to give us what was your college team?
We were the Presbyterian Blue Hose. Yeah, no. When I got drafted, they were making fun of me too. So but it's not. So it's like not hose, like a hoe. It's like a stocking, like a blue stocking. Is
like a sock?
Yeah.
Oh, like a hose. Like like a pantyhose?
No,
this isn't getting better, Justin.
So our mascot is Scotty the Scotsman, and Scots, the Scottish Warriors. They wore the long.
Okay.
See, the problem is though, you have to do all that explaining for people to understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so it's like I remember when I first heard of them, I was like, the blue hose. I was like, are we like a garden hose or? what is?
It's
You know,
exactly what it sounds like.
I mean, that's what made me go there. It was just I was like, oh, that's it right there. I can feel it.
Yeah. Huh. The blue hose.
Yeah,
Maybe they were just sad.
sad.
I mean, at some point you run out of things to use. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know. I could come up with some mascots pretty quick.
hopefully they're better than that list.
I mean, they're new.
I
They're
mean,
new.
as long as he throws some muscles on it, it'll be fine.
Exactly.
It'll pass the vibe check.
Exactly.
Okay, so Justin played in the league for a long time. I need to know if this has ever happened to you. All right. So Josh
Ooh,
Myers, center for the Green Bay Packers, throws up on the ball twice
that's gross.
before snapping it.
He can
Heck,
just go like to the side a
no,
little bit. Just
right on the ball.
Focused. He was clocked in.
What do
yes.
you do in this situation, Justin?
I mean, I don't know. I know people who like throw up before plays or like throw up before games or throw up after workouts. That's
Hear me out. Okay. Center hikes it. Let's think about who this is the worst for.
the
Okay.
quarterback, 100%.
Man, hear me out. Hear me out. Center hikes it. Okay. Quarterback catches it. Ew, there's throw up. Laser beam to the wide receiver. Wide receiver catches it. Touchdown. His celebration dance is to crack open the soda and drink it. He now is getting throw up in him. There's so many possibilities we could draw this out. That's
Or
just
that's I'm trying to think if it's a handoff and now the running back has it and he's holding it and it's
just
off his
just
arm.
like really tightly too. Just
Yeah,
oh
that's
gosh.
Do you have to call a timeout and get everyone a wet wipe?
no, it just
This
no.
didn't happen during COVID.
Yeah, they don't care about none of that. Blood, spit, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think throw up is. It is very nasty though. Like, was it like a wet, where it's just like the
The
water and the
acid, yeah.
something acid, or was it like he
Did he have
just
the flu?
was it chunky? Was it a
It was
chunky
it
throw up?
was very the color of it from the video. It's a little darker than just like I drank too much water.
So it was like there's probably some bananas and a little pregame meal in there. Okay, so that's some pancakes and eggs, bacon.
Oh God, Justin, come on now.
Because there's different types. You got the throw up that is like I'm just it's like
Oh,
liquid, and then there's like I had food in my stomach and now I'm throwing up.
either
Which
way, that's just bad for everybody. I keep picturing the receiver just doing a celebration dance and it just gets in his helmet or just oh God,
yeah,
that's
well, you would
disgusting.
hope that if he threw it hard enough, like
It would come off while it was spinning.
it's probably more so like the lineman when he lets it go and it's spiraling over their heads, like it's like flinging the pieces of throw up off. Like you're looking at the ball and like something hits you in the eye. Like, what was that? Where did that come from?
We know the universal play that will win every time. Throw them off. Throw up on the ball. Confuse the team. Never let them know your next move. Puke on the ball.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah. Oh.
There's potential here.
Yeah, this could be a thing. I'm always curious, like if you're on the defensive side, are you thinking this guy's sick, let's really, rush him hard, or are you like something wrong with that guy, don't touch him, leave him alone?
No, it's like
They probably put him on the
it's
ground.
like animals in the wild. You see a sign of weakness, you gotta take advantage of it.
Y'all are right.
What's the dirtiest thing you've ever seen somebody do on a football field
Like the dirtiest that I've ever seen.
or heard of where you were like, okay, this might be
I
out of
mean, I've heard
bounds?
of like people like grabbing people's nuts and in the piles or stuff, or like trying to punching people under piles or sticking their hands in their helmet where you can't see it and stuff. I've never seen it, but I heard that people,
Bumbo, grab his nuts. Grab his nuts.
you know,
Man,
people
that's
trying to get it however you can, I guess.
And I don't think they mean that, though. I don't think
Hey,
they mean that.
the only thing that matters at the end of the day is that win. So
Well, we know what Justin was doing in the pile. Okay.
not me. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. They say
Now, were you much of a? I'm assuming you're not much of a trash talker.
no, not at all. I'm like the guy. I'm out there. I'm like laughing. Like I try to have a conversation with you. Like I'll be out there. Let's say I'm at Gunner or something, and especially because I'm older than most of the guys there, I'll come out there if I got advice. I'm like, "Oh, here y'all go. Why are y'all advising me? I'm too old to be doing all this. Y'all know y'all need to go there advice the other guy or something." I'm
That's
like
good.
that. That's like my talk.
I like that.
Who was the best in the league when you were when you were coming up? Who was the guy that everyone was like? Now today's you're playing so and so, and he's gonna talk a lot, so you're gonna have to keep your composure.
Ooh, I feel like I don't even remember because every team had like usually had a person. Um, I can't even remember. There's so many dudes that. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of them. It's usually a lot of. There's a lot of. It's because there's like a lot of receivers. Most of them, I feel like they talk trash. It'll be like after a play, like if they made something or
How long has Ocho Cinco been retired?
a while. He was retired before I was. No, when did he
I think he
retire?
was just about to retire when you came in, isn't it?
I'm about to say I don't know if he played one more. If he played a year or two.
That's one dude
I
I
No, he
wouldn't have
might.
been able to do. I wouldn't have
He
been
might
able
have
to
been.
do it.
Yeah, he might have been retired before I got in 2012.
he and Randy Moss. I feel like to just talk the entire game.
Oh,
It,
for
it would
sure.
have gotten to me. It would have gotten to me because
For sure.
they didn't stop. Now they're some of the greatest to ever do it. I love those guys, but man,
Oh, I know
I would have
another.
shut down.
The receiver. I can't think of receiver from Panthers. 80 was 89. I can't think of his name. I see his
Cam
face.
Newton.
No, a receiver.
I'm playing, bro. I'm playing.
Oh,
I'm playing.
Smith.
Justin was about to cuss me
Oh, you're
out. Y'all
talking about?
see
Oh,
that?
okay.
Smith is his last name Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of his first name.
It was probably Cody.
No.
Panthers. What year?
It's like I'm having like a brain fog. I can't think of it. It's like
Steve Smith Sr.
yes, Steve Smith. I was like I know it's like S something. Yeah, he was a trash talker for sure. I mean, I don't think I played with him. I think he retired before I got in the league.
But like he could take it
Oh
into
yeah,
a gray area where you'd be like, whoa.
yeah.
Did anybody ever make you super mad where you were like, man, I'm about to
No,
just take a penalty? Yeah, I
no,
can't see Justin really getting to that point.
no. Nobody. The only there was like I've been mad more of like something somebody's done. Like I remember there was a time. There's been times where it's like if I'm on special teams and somebody like I had one time somebody was grabbing my face mask and like almost felt like it gouged my eye out. Stuff like that makes me upset. But then I mean I get over it. I don't really hold grudges. It
Yeah.
was funny. I remember coming out of college and my friends are like, Justin, how are you going to play in the league with all these mean, like dudes talking trash? They're like, you laugh too much. You too much of a nice guy to play in the league. And here we are, 12 years later.
Here we are.
But sometimes
Unbelievable.
that's even worse because if you go into it thinking like I got to get under Justin Bethel's skin and nothing you're doing is working, by the third
Yeah,
quarter you're so mad that you can't get under his skin it's driving you crazy.
yeah, no, that kind of stuff doesn't work on me.
All right. So you went through the recruiting process. Cody and I both love fast food. Uh, Head coach of Marshall has got a very interesting idea on how to get some NIL recruits from Ohio State.
But I feel good about the track we're on, and I feel good about the players we have. I would love to have some of those guys from Ohio State too. So if they want to transfer on down, we've got a Tudor's biscuit NIL, all you can eat. So if any of those guys that run really, really fast at Ohio State like Tudor's biscuits, I promise you, all you can eat all day if you transfer here. So, but yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so the question is, what is the fast food NIL deal that would have gotten us to go to any college?
Ooh, the fast food deal.
What is the fast food NIL deal? Let's say you're going through the high school recruiting process and you've got a college on your mind, but then a college comes in with this NIL deal. Which one is it? Are you taking that you go, I don't care who it is, I'm taking this deal because of this fast food deal?
Raising Cane's.
That's a good one.
We got one of those.
You could fill the whole cooler with cane sauce.
Yeah, that's Raising Cane's. But see, I would want to pick something that's maybe got more variety. Because
You know
like
what I've fallen in love with since moving to Texas? P. Terry's.
I never heard of that before.
It is fun. I've never heard of it before either, but I stopped there and it's some of the best food. It's like a burger fry. Let me really think about this.
Fast food.
I
See,
mean,
if I could,
mine's pretty easy.
what you
The
got?
Bojangles chicken. If I could get a
Oh,
Bojangles
So it's
chicken
so funny.
NIL,
I tell
that's
people
great.
like if you're not from the South, you don't know. Like cause I remember growing up like those Bowberry biscuits.
Yes, with the Cajun filet biscuit combo with the bow rounds. Oh, you got me. You might get me out this Raising Cane's deal, dog.
Yeah.
so my wife and I were driving from Oklahoma City to go to the Daytona race, and we're driving through the South, and it's 18 hours, but we're road trip people. And I get so excited because I'm like, I'm going to introduce her to Bojangles chicken.
She
Like,
didn't like it.
the problem is, bro, I set the bar so high while we were driving. I was like, you don't understand. This chicken is going to change your life. And wait till you have these biscuits. Like, so we get the chicken,
Yeah.
we sit down, and she gets chicken fingers, which if I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man,
They can be hit or miss.
and so I'm like pretending like I'm eating my chicken and watching her reaction, and she gets about 4 bites in, gets a biscuit in, and she's like, yeah,
Did
it's
you get a
okay.
Bowberry? Did you get a Bowberry biscuit?
Yeah, it didn't matter. I'd set the bar too high by this
I
point.
so same thing. I took my wife. We're back at home in South Carolina visiting my parents, and I was like, "Babe, these Bowberry biscuits, they're man greatest thing." And I don't know if it was like nostalgia that I'm like, "Oh, they're just they're just so good," and she's just like, it's
That's
okay, I
how
guess."
Kaylee was when I introduced her to Raising Cane's. And she loves chicken tenders. She's like, oh, okay. It's
Yeah, I
okay.
think it's more for me. Raising Cane's is more their sauce. It's like the sauce is good. The sauce in their
Yeah,
bread.
they don't season the chicken at all. It's not seasoned. It's breaded. It's breaded. And sometimes, okay, let me change my. I'm gonna have to think about it and get back to y'all because Raising Cane's the last couple of times we got it. There's nothing worse than when you get something fried and you go to pick it up and you take the whole crust off of it, and now you're just looking
Oh
at a bare
yeah.
chicken. Oh, that's no good for anybody. I don't want to
Now,
buy.
now listen, if Raising Cane's is watching this,
Oh, they're the
I'm
best.
not.
They're the best. I
Yeah,
love them. I've never had that happen to me personally. I've just heard stories.
yeah. We
All
love
right,
you.
I
Justin,
think
what would
Cookout would be a good Southern sponsor too. Cookout.
I've never been to Cookout. I've
You're missing
seen
out,
it.
man. But
I've
it's
seen
another hit or miss. You might get it one night and it's banging. The next night you might get food poisoning. So it's like hit or miss, man. But they got
also
44
Cookout.
different
You know,
flavors of
we
milkshake.
love you too. We're not discriminating. All the
Oh,
fat. We're not discriminating against
I got to
anybody.
get better
yeah,
at this. I got to get better at this.
like I said, if you want to give us a sponsorship and just send us free food every week, I'm
Yeah, we're
fine with it.
yeah.
I
We'll eat
didn't
it.
down anybody. I just give pros and cons. I'm giving honest reviews here.
Where would I? What food would I want?
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I make my case for. First of all, I would take Bojangles chicken, but that's just because I'm a fried chicken
Does
guy.
Waffle House count as fast food?
Justin,
No,
stop it. Mute him. Mute him. Mute him. Justin, no, you
I'm
just didn't, man. You
trying to
told
work. I'm trying to work it in there. Like
no what you were just talking about how you got to take care of yourself. You need your massages, and you gonna throw in Waffle House?
you just ain't been to the right Waffle House. So we had
None of
one.
them. All
We
of them
had
need to be closed.
Nah, we had one on campus, uh, in Clinton and PC, and that was our spot. Them late nights.
I've never
Like,
been in one sober.
see, that's the
oh,
problem.
that's
You're
probably
it doesn't
you're
mix
prob-
well with the
But
alcohol.
even when I was drinking, I was eating this, and I was like, Oh, it's gonna hold me over till the morning.
It all depends on the cook. You just gotta have the right person.
That's true.
You just gotta
You
That's
know
have
what? You know what Waffle House is good for? Lowering your self esteem. Like if you're feeling really good about yourself, go into a Waffle House, and the way that they
and
make you
sit by
order
yourself.
with they come up. What do you want? You're like, you know what? I needed this today. I was feeling really good. I needed to be brought down a peg or two.
So you gotta go enough. You gotta go enough to where they know you. Then it's like you got a little, you got a little banter going on. They know who you are.
I'm going to throw this out. If the best NIL deal, if you wanted like a little bit of variety, but like it's always, I'm not saying it's great, but it's consistent. It might be McDonald's.
No way.
It's
I thought you were about
consistent.
to say Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but that's all they got is chicken.
That's
No, Wendy's. I'd rather have Wendy's.
Underrated.
Oh,
Wendy's.
I would probably take a Wendy's deal over McDonald's.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'll take a Wendy's. I mean,
Baconator Jr.
I'd probably take a Burger King over McDonald's.
But Wendy's, you get like if you're having a healthy
Whoa.
day, you get a salad. Burger
Yeah.
King, that's wild.
No, Burger King, you get salmonella. Like I can't do Burger King. When I worked at the pharmacy, I ate there every day for like 2 years, so I can't say too much.
Yeah.
But those
I got sick.
Whoppers,
I got really sick one time. I hadn't had McDonald's in like years, and I don't remember what I ate, but I thought I was about to die, and I was like, "Yep, never."
that'll do it.
Because I used to eat. I will get there like oatmeal though. Like I used to get that in the morning, like on my way to work out or something. Get the little
Justin,
thing of-
you're tripping me out right now, man. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, but he's saying the most barbaric things right now. McDonald's oatmeal.
You never had their oatmeal? They give you little,
McDonald's didn't know they sold oatmeal until this point in the podcast.
yeah, and then they give you like they got like the little packet that comes with it. It's got like the little raisins, some kind of like almonds or something. You
This
pour
is
it
a
in.
troll, right?
It's pretty
He's
good.
such a nice guy, man. Such a
Yes.
nice
I have
McDonald's
never.
oatmeal with some raisins. I've just pooped my pants hearing that.
But I would definitely go with Wendy's over.
Oh yeah,
Give me
for
a spicy
sure.
chicken sandwich or
You
something.
can get a burger, you can get chili, you can get a baked potato. They got
Have
some
y'all had their
variety.
chili? I haven't had their chili.
The ice cream machine's working most of the time, so
Oh, their frosties are there's no competition.
yeah. So yeah, I'll say Wendy's. Wendy's is my
I'm with Justin on that one. The McDonald's oatmeal is crazy though. I'm not letting you live that down, dog.
look it
That's
up.
wild.
The problem with Wendy's chili, Cody, is you can't look up how it's made.
Oh yeah, or what's going to be in it? You might get a hair, a
Yeah.
body part. You don't know what's in that chili, man.
Well, it's definitely the day before's unsold burger patties.
Probably.
Like 100%, it has to be, but it's delicious.
Well, I've always heard like
Easily.
you never want to eat something like you can't expect so much when it's being handed to you through a window in a paper bag. You can't
Yeah.
expect but so much. Like you're putting that in your body.
That's why you gotta like. There's like the tiers
Be
of
open minded.
there's tiers of
So
this
what's
is gonna-
top tier? So what's top tier fast food? Like what is top tier fast food?
I'm gonna only say this because I didn't realize they were considered fast food
He's about to say something crazy. He's about to say something crazy.
until my wife. I remember when I first met my wife and we were like just talking and we were friends. And when I took her out to eat, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you out to eat." And I took her to Panda Express, and I didn't realize Panda Express was fast food.
That's not. I had Panda Express yesterday. I had orange chicken with some chow mein.
Yeah, but I didn't know people considered Panda Express as fast food.
Well, first of all, we're all boys from the South, and I think when you're in the South, you look at places like Panda Express as kind of like it's kind of higher end.
I came to Arizona. I'm like, man, this is like a nice. This is by little BPF chains, in my opinion.
Let's not take Taco Bell out the equation just yet.
See, I don't like Mexican food like that, so I wasn't a big.
Well, first of all, he said Taco Bell, Justin. He didn't say
Yeah,
Mexican
That's
food.
mystery meat.
Well,
It's just like Wendy's.
it's in my mind, like I don't like tacos like that. I don't really like. I'm not like a.
And you're out in Arizona?
And they have the best ones.
I'm like a Asian food person. Like I grew up, it was never like, hey, let's order Mexican food. It was like, oh, let's get Chinese food.
Yeah. So it dates back.
Lots of lo mein, fried rice.
Mm.
sweet sour
And why
chicken.
is the like the mall food court Chinese food always so much better than Chinese
Go
food you
into a
can get
restaurant.
anywhere else?
It's because
Why?
it's been
Fact.
sitting in sauces for about probably like 2-3 days. Really,
That's
it's
got to
really
be what it is.
absorbed into the. It's absorbed into the.
I feel like the mall might have more health code because they have to pay so much higher rent and they have to keep themselves up to standard with the mall and not just their restaurant.
Oh, that
So
makes sense.
maybe that's why it's better, but
I never
that's a
thought of it
fact.
like
I've
that.
never thought about that. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's pretty. That could be
Now I'm old, but like in high school, a Sbarro slice of Sbarro pizza at the mall was like top tier. It was unbelievable.
Sbarro. I feel like
I've
I
never
remember
had
that.
that.
That's because I'm
I
almost
don't know.
40
I
and you
don't know if
guys
I've
are
ever
not.
had it, but I've definitely seen it before.
Who has the best pizza? Fast food pizza.
Domino's is not even close.
No,
Yeah.
Justin, don't say Little Caesars. We will kick you out.
no. Domino's. We grew up. We were like Papa John's people.
I'm a Domino's
And
guy.
then you get that little garlic butter for the crust.
No, listen, I love the taste of Papa John's. I've had it at least 50 times in my life. I've gotten sick every single time. And at my age,
You know what
there's
it
certain
is?
things you just take out of your diet. You go, I can't eat this anymore.
It's what it's the problem is you just don't have the strong enough stomach for the great flavors within.
It's how
That's
I feel
deep,
about
dog. That's deep. That's deep.
it's how I feel
That's
about
coming
Long
from a
John
man that
Silver's.
eats McDonald's oatmeal. That's why he has a strong stomach.
Yeah, man. You gotta mix it up. You gotta give your stomach, challenges sometime. And
Those steel oats are actually made with shards of steel at McDonald's. That's why it's got a strong stomach.
iron sharpens iron, they say.
Yeah.
It's how I feel about Long John Silver's. Like I
No,
love
get
Long John
Aaron, go.
Oh
Silver's,
no. Oh no,
but
I don't.
dude, come on.
That's
No.
wild.
The
That
little
breaded fish.
crispies.
The hush puppies?
I don't like
No, the
breaded
little
fish like that.
crispies that come off the front off of the breading. You can just get them in a little bowl by themselves.
You're sick.
See,
Sick
that's right
medical.
up there with my oatmeal. Like that's like one of those things. It's like, do they really do that?
But here's the deal. When's the last time either of you had Long John Silver's? This is a question I
Oh,
ask people.
but it's like when the iron is hot, you don't touch it. Like I touch that iron, I'm not going back to the iron.
Yeah,
I had Long John Silver's when I was probably 10 in Alta Vista, Virginia, and it got closed down because of health code violations.
yeah. The last time I had Long John Silver's, I was probably in middle school, maybe.
See?
Maybe, and I know I just I don't like any breaded chicken. Not chicken, breaded fish.
I was like, wait, we don't know
Yeah,
what that is that they're selling.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't like breaded fish. It's like
Aaron, that's crazy.
the
You
bread
love
is
Long
always
John
like
Silver.
super
Dude,
thick.
the amount of fried catfish I can put down is
I know. See, just fried
It's
catfish.
Long John Silver's though. That ain't catfish. That's dogfish.
it's not I don't you definitely don't want to ask anyone working there what that fish is because they
You
don't know
eat
either.
you
It's
eat an
probably some cheap.
iguana
It's some super cheap fish that they're farm raising back in a pond behind
yeah,
the
behind the Long John Silver's.
you
Aaron
know
over here eating iguana meat.
Listen, I don't know where when they started combining them with A&W root beers, I felt like I had more. I felt like if someone saw me walking in one, they could like assume I was getting A&W, and I felt better about eating it.
I do like root beer.
I
That's
do
one of
too.
the
A&W is the best root beer.
yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
so good.
I don't really
Vanilla
drink
base.
sodas like that, but a good root beer.
Yeah.
All
It
right,
has
we got
the
to.
best vanilla
I
base.
do have to ask a sports question because we have a 12-year NFL vet. And how many
Okay,
all pro?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's go, Cody.
How many all pros did you make?
2.
All right, so this is a question for you. So, did either of you get to watch the Alabama Georgia game?
No.
Wait. I missed that? Oh, wait, yes, I watched it. I'm sorry. Yes.
So Alabama, Georgia at halftime, Georgia is down 28-0. And then Alabama still ends up winning the game, but Georgia comes back in the second half and makes it a game and ends up being like a one score, win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we're talking maybe the two best teams in the country. Now, University of Tennessee fans are going to be like talking and Texas fans. I'm just saying you could argue two of the best teams in the country.
Yeah.
When it starts going downhill like that, Justin, and you're like nothing goes right. What is that feeling like when you're like, we can do nothing right now?
Oh well, I know that feeling very well because when I was in college, we didn't do very good, and we had a lot of games where we got blown out. So
Them
it's
blue
just
hose.
yeah, but it's just you just kind of it's like man, in my mind, I used to always be like this. It's like okay, we're not doing good, but at least I can try and do good. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
I
to
like
make.
that.
It goes from like okay, this is a team sport where we're all in this together. Then it goes to like okay, I got to make some plays just to make myself feel good. Like I'm gonna try to make some tackles or something. That's like, well, I had a good game. We didn't win, but at least I played good.
And
Now,
they can't come to you and be like, "What happened?" I did
Hey,
fine.
I did my part. I made the tackles I was supposed to make.
Yeah.
so that means all that stuff like after the game, like when they're in the media room, all that's BS, is what you're saying.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person. But for me, it's like I feel like if I do good and if I do my part and I do good at what I'm supposed to do, then I did my part. But we need to all be individually doing our part. Like if the next guy he does what he's supposed to do and does his part and does it the best he thinks he can, then that means okay, now we got 2 people, and if you get 11 people all doing that,
You got a team sport.
yeah, you got a team sport of everybody doing what they're supposed to do and doing it the best they can and having a good game. If everybody had a good game, then we probably won the game.
All right, we're gonna call this questions I've always wanted to ask an NFL player. So here's this. All right, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, which means I grew up thinking football should only be played on the defensive side of the ball. We just got a quarterback. We've been waiting on one since 1930. So true story. How many times when you're playing defense and the defense is playing really well and the offense just keeps going out there and just absolutely throwing up all over themselves? How many times on defense do you look at each other and just go, okay, we're doing what we got to do?
Yeah, that's sometimes you'll get it. It gets to the point where you're just like, it's like okay, it's one of them days. It's one of them games. It's gonna be on us, and it sucks, but that's what you got, and
Yeah.
you gotta go try and win the game. At the end of the day, it's all about winning the game. So, gotta do what you gotta do.
That's how TJ Watt feels. That
Listen,
bro, his back got to be hurting this season. He's carrying us.
Hey man,
It is
that's
what
what
it
they
is.
that's what they pay him for.
You daggone right. I wish I could come out my pocket, but I don't think he cares about $20.
listen, and no offense to the name that I'm about to drop, because I'm sure he's a great human being, but I was a fan of a team that was running a top 10 defense out there, and then Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback.
Stop
And
it. Stop there. Stop there.
I would I'd watch guys like on defense. You could just watch the look in their eyes that they were like,
Yeah, I mean, because the thing that sucks is though, like if an offense isn't doing good, like let's say a defense they're playing a good offense and they're either if they're not going 3 and out and they're on there, they got long drives. If the offense goes out there and they go 3 and out, the defense is getting tired very fast. So it's like you
We're
start
just out there.
after it starts happening over and over, you're like, it's like God, that's like dang man, it's like we need a break. Like you can't you don't really get a chance to get your breath. So that can be like that's part of why it feels like it's like oh man, this is
I never thought about that. That's
yeah
very true. How
listen,
y'all yeah.
University of Oklahoma went through this in the Lincoln Riley years where they were scoring in like a minute and a half, and people
yeah
were like, the defense, they can't get it together. I was like, these poor
yeah they're
boys are on the field so much longer than the offense.
same thing with that. Like if you got a good offense and they're just scoring super fast, it's like and the other offense is on the field for 5 minutes at a time. You're like oh my, it's like oh that's it's tiring.
Where's old Mitch Trubisky at now? Is he still with? Is he like fifth string or anything on the Steelers now? I think
I don't
they
know.
got rid of him. Golly, man, he came from the Bills.
Oh, they came from the Bears to the Bills and then over to yeah.
Mike
I
Tomlin Mike Tomlin got a big heart. He don't know how to let people go.
listen, I tell people all the time, I never want to talk crap about anybody that plays for Fortune special at a professional level because they're the best college
Yeah,
player on their team. They
Oh,
were the
facts.
best.
It's because
yeah.
I know nothing. It's because I will go on record saying I don't know anything. I'm just an American watching football.
It's funny. I remember there was like I don't know. It was like a while back. It's like people were always like, "Oh, you know what? I think it was probably Alabama." And there's like, Alabama could probably beat the worst NFL team. It's like, no, they wouldn't. It's like, yes, Alabama was very good, but they would never beat an NFL team because
Y'all are a different breed,
they have
though.
a few players who are really good, but everybody on that everybody on that NFL team was the best at their college. Hence why they're there.
Right.
So, it sounds good, sounds cool. And also, you can't have 100 people on your team. So,
Yeah.
that makes a difference too.
Bro,
Here's
at
here's
the
a
end of the day, yeah.
here's a crazy thing that I just found out a couple of weeks ago used to happen. There used to be alumni games in college where guys who were either in the NFL or just a few years out of college could come back to their college team and play against the first string at that college in a alumni game.
What?
It's
This is
like
a
pros versus Joes.
this was a this, and I'm not talking like I'm talking like some schools are still doing it in the 80s where like dudes that were in the NFL would come back during the like spring at the beginning of spring practice and play in a game, get like padded up and go out and play
I can only imagine how many injuries they would have from that.
on
Cause,
both sides of the ball for the fact
well,
that like
because you got some dudes who haven't done it in a while, and they still think they can do it. Especially, well, if they've been doing it, like they coming from the league, yeah. But like the guys who are coming in, they've been just living their regular life, and now they're coming in like trying to relive their glory days, taking shots. And back then
Yeah.
there's no safety anything. It's just we
Hit,
just dive in
hit.
and
Yeah.
torpedo and any. Yeah, no,
a
that's
couple of
crazy.
buddies we were talking about it, and I was like, can you imagine if they had like let like 2 year into the NFL Adrian Peterson come back to play against like the
Yeah,
OU in an alumni game?
yeah.
Somebody's getting hurt.
No, nobody's getting hurt. Everybody's just gonna be looking at him running. Oh,
Whoop, there it goes. Bye bye. He took out the first string, second. They on their seventh string line,
yeah,
defensive
They're
line.
they're
that's
pulling
crazy.
kids out of the stands.
They started pulling. They got teachers out there playing.
You let them come back and play in a game.
That's crazy. That's wild.
When did that stop? When was like the last time that happened?
Well, I got Google. Let's see here.
Come
Man,
on, almighty Google.
imagine a fresh into the league Ray Lewis.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Well, it took him a little while to build, but I mean, it blows my mind, and I might talk junk, but everybody in the NFL got to the NFL for a reason.
Yeah,
It's crazy when this dude has been when somebody's talking junk like I do, and then you really break it down, and it's like they are in the NFL. I have zero room to talk. Zero. That is the National Football League.
All
I
the
am.
way in 1985, schools were still doing this in 1985.
oh, my older brother was about to be born. That's
So that means at some point, let's see, here's what I'm curious.
That's crazy. That's
I don't
crazy.
know when Georgia quit doing it, but if it was 1985, there means at some point, like a Bo Jackson or
I feel like guys like that though. They probably were like, I'm not going back to that.
Herschel. Can you imagine a Herschel Walker at Georgia coming back to
Yeah,
play in the alumni game?
like, he's like, I'm not. He probably went just to go support. There's no
Just
way
to
he was
show
like.
off. Yeah, just be like, hey y'all, I got my Letterman jacket on. I'm not going on the
And
field.
then I think they probably wouldn't let the NFL guys even play in it because if they got hurt, like imagine you're up on a contract and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I went back and got hurt tore my ACL in an alumni game because somebody tried to hit me and they dove right at my ankle or something and tore something. It ain't
Yeah.
worth it.
I don't know if they cared about that back then.
They might not have. They were like, "Oh, put them in pads.
Yeah.
Let them run our boys over."
Let Justin go back and play.
Well, I'm talking. No, I ain't even talking about. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like as a pro.
Oh yeah,
Somebody, yeah, like because you can't. They're
that's
trying to.
breaking a contract. You get hurt and you can't play in the game that you're supposed to
Yeah,
be in
'cause if
2
you
weeks.
got a young guy who's like, oh, I'm gonna make this tackle and show I can make it to the league and all that stuff, and then they do something dumb and hurt you. It's like, oh, well, that sucks.
Have
Don't
you
look
ever
so cool after all.
just gone out and played like a flag football game or anything since you've been in the league?
Since I've been in the league, no.
I
That
want to
would be
get a football. I want to get
Well,
a
it's hard.
football game going.
It's hard though, like because the times that would be going on, it's usually like we're working out. Like the season ends in January, February, but you start working out again in usually March because
I'm
you
just
have.
throwing this out here. Flag football is coming to the Olympics when it's in LA, and
Y'all, I promise you, I would pop off. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to smoke myself up right now. I would ball out.
flag football.
I swear right now. I'm the lead scorer on that team. I'm not kidding.
I got friends that like I know dudes that I went to high school with and high school and college with that do some flag football.
Call me, call me, call me in, coach.
Do you have yeah? I feel like you have some of the same friends that I do. So I'll be 39 in November. And I don't want to. If you're one of my friends that sees this, I'm trying to help you, but I have got friends that are still playing like semi-pro, like 30 and over pickup basketball that are still trying to like live the dream. And I'm like, dude, you're 37 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, they're
Hey
active.
man, hey
They're active.
LeBron's still playing.
Yeah, and
There's
they're staying active. They're doing better than me. They're at least going out there and
It's,
playing
it's
basketball.
probably it's probably better for them that they are. 'Cause,
Yes,
I mean, as
100%.
long as you're not like going out there hurting yourself, but it's probably
They
better.
all got braces on their knees and elbows. They got the James Worthy goggles on.
Yeah, you got to stay in motion. A body in motion stays in motion.
all right. Last thing I got because we got a message from Craig. He got confused. So
Well, I see that.
Yo, let's give it up one more time for Craig, man. Give it up
Craig,
one more time for Craig. We know.
can we just put a little extra screen down there for him and just
Yeah, wow.
put a picture of him smiling?
I've been down here by myself. Miss you,
uh
Craig.
last thing I've got and I don't know, we've been talking about fast food, so this fits in perfectly. And we're never going to do politics on this show, but I need to know what it says about a person. So Donald Trump went to the University of Georgia Alabama game,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently they asked him what he wanted to eat for his pregame meal, like in the suites.
McDonald's
The man said a fillet of fish with cheese.
from McDonald's,
Yes.
maybe. But you know what? You know
That's an
that's
old guy thing. I will say that old men love McDonald's
you know
fillet
that
of fish.
you know what it is though because I think because he's so old,
They
like
know they're gonna go soon.
he
So they don't.
probably remembers like the original, like when it was probably like an actual nice fillet of fish. They had real cheese and and it was probably bomb. And so it's like a memory thing. It's like I remember how this used to taste, and it's like nostalgia. Just
I just feel like it never. I don't feel.
like I don't know when the first one was ever created, but I'm sure the ingredients were way better than what they are now.
Sure.
Oh, my dad is in his mid 60s and talks about the fillet of fish with the tartar sauce as if he's talking about like some steak from a like high end steakhouse. He's like, you
Yeah,
just don't get it. You just don't understand.
Like the McRib. Everybody went
yeah, the
crazy.
meat rib. I've had that a couple times.
I had
It's
to.
terrible. I've had it and it's not good.
But Justin, I will say Justin's really right about that because when the McRib first came out, smacked.
It's like when like for me, I used to love the Big Mac. Like when the
Yes.
patty was actually you could see it outside of the bread, and it wasn't this big.
Yeah.
Now it's not like that no more. The patties are
It's all
small.
bun and lettuce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, well there you go. That's
You
the
can
group chat.
add, side note, you can, when you order McDoubles, you can add mac sauce and it's delicious.
yeah. That's what I used to do in college.
Yeah.
Get a McDouble with mac sauce.
I haven't had McDonald's in so long though, but
Yeah, we used to kill it. And
This is what happens when we record too early. The entire show becomes about food. Everyone is
I
starving.
love this. This is
Nah,
my
you
avenue.
started it with the Tudor's biscuits. That's
I was thinking it was going to be football. Y'all went right down my avenue this time. Okay, boys. Yeah.